Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Humankind. We've just conquered this city here with its enormous amounts of science district and two wonders. So that is pretty nice to see. Let's see what we can make out of that. I would like to connect some of these cities up, but yeah, before we go into that, let's see what else we need to do. I don't think there's that much. There's one idle army here, which we're just going to ask to wait.
Commons quarters, sampling all the city's entertainments can easily lead to penury. And perhaps divorce. Machu Picchu could be described as an imperial center for an empire that cares deeply about agriculture and has no fear of heights.
Oh, I do like the little llama there in the art. And we've discovered something else. Oh! The breathtaking Sargas Mountain. Now that's interesting because we did not have vision on this hex here, and it's now revealed as a specific wonder. Interesting. Question is, does that do anything for us, though? So, I don't think it does. I think it's just an indication. But interesting that only now we are naming that we have founded Machu Picchu here. And it is going to be very interesting to see. So, I wanted to check, so Edgeworth, how much food are you actually producing? I think you were producing around 320 or so. You seem to be producing a little bit more. Do we see how much food we are generating over here? Because Machu Picchu should give us a certain percentage. What's the percentage level there? It does not specifically tell us. But it should give us a boost, and I'm wondering what that is based on. Empire bonus district. It doesn't specifically translate that over here. It's a bit unfortunate. I had hoped that we could identify that a little bit more. But still, that's nice. What other wonders could we be claiming then? The Taj Mahal? Money. Interesting, but not the most important thing. And St. Basil's Cathedral for more faith and a lot more stability. I'm thinking the Taj Mahal, it must be built on a river. That could be a little bit of a bummer. I would like to build something up here. There is a river up there, which we can claim at some point. Would give us a bit of bonus here, and we could then build the industrial area up this way. Well, we can build that anyway now, so it's not too much of a constraint, I suppose. There's a river down here. We can build it here. Would give us access to a little bit more food, but not much. Other than that, though, I don't see that many unclaimed river tiles. We've got a little bit over here, I suppose. How do our cities actually look in terms of... Can we see the stability? Doesn't really tell us now, does it? Yeah, sometimes I wish these things were a little bit better set up. No river down here, only tiny river there. Got a larger river up here in the north, but I'm a little bit reluctant to base that on there. Again, it's not going to give us that much more exploitation. Could build it down here, would give us a little bit of science too. That would not be the worst location. West Point, how's your stability looking? I think our stability is mostly actually super well. Yeah, all of our places do have incredibly high stability. So we don't need to grab that wonder right now. But of course we can. Which city then does earn the most money? West Point. And significantly so. Okay, you know what? We're going to claim the Taj Mahal. That is pretty expensive for our stuff here. But let's build it. Can only be built on a river. Got some river tiles up here, but I think the most important one, the one that is going to give us the most, is up there, or something up here. No, that's just to industry. It's pretty irrelevant. No. Let's place it up here. On the outflow of that river, it's going to give us a little bit of food and stuff, and signs, so yeah, I think that's good. Right, what else are you producing though? I think we can actually deprioritize that a little bit, because to me, the apathy is not that important, but all of the other research stuff here is pretty important. So yeah, let's do it like that. That I think I like. Good. Right, now back to our armies. Now there is a bit of a case to be made that we probably want to take these guys here relatively early again. So let's offer them battle by being in this vicinity here, at least with one of our army groups. I would like to place the other one over there, but I suppose we are going to rather place them down here closer to this area here. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good plan. Good. You guys do get down there. You guys do get down here somewhere too. And we've got one of our pikemen. Now, I think these guys were a little bit irrelevant before, but I think it's going to be nice to have them up here. It's for now we're not facing that many cavalry, but I would like to build them up over time simply so that we can upgrade them later on, and that should be pretty cool too. Right, you're going to be actually stationed here so that you don't need to bother me every time. And then you guys can move up ahead a little bit. There is new territory up there which we can try to sail over, but I'm not convinced that there's going to be good terrain. Right, we are still exploring a little bit down here, aren't we? Yeah, that's a full continent that's over here. Including quite a bit of rivers. Let's see. Right, and then we've got these guys. Well, I'm still wondering about these islands there. We could potentially reach them, but maybe we want to go down here first. But you know what? I think Kratzenberg can afford to just get us another... Come on. Get us another ship, and it's going to start to sail from here. And that's going to be alright too, because now we do have the power to sail into the ocean here, and that's nice too. Good. And turn. Oh yeah, look at that. The Aztecs are over there. Military architecture research, lovely. Another science star. That's only one star till we can get to the next era. War between the Aztec and the English has ended. That's good. Let's talk about the English then, about more trade. You do not have anything more to offer us, so okay, I suppose. Right, now, opens the list of adjacent that cannot be done without adjacent outpost. Okay, you guys, I would like to attach this area down here. Ooh, new civic, the human animal. You must recognize that all cities are simply engines of production. They are places where people live and find community. With the commons now a bedrock of our empire cities, you must decide what is the most important obligations of our cities. Fundamental values, that does sound interesting. Minus 50% on garrison industry costs, public security, or minus 50% on commons quarter industry cost. No, I think this is more important. We can't choose it right now because we don't have the influence. That should be okay. Right, how do I merge cities? I have no idea. I would like these cities here to be merged. Absorb 13,000 influence. Oh, that's a bit too much, I'm afraid. That's a bit too much for the moment here. Right, let's check on what you guys can build then. So you guys did finish the second army here. Let's do have everyone move up. Then we can check on who's waiting. Yeah, you guys you're going to be stationed there. You guys, what are we going to do? Now it would be interesting to see what's going on down there. And it is interesting to see that there's some area up there. But let's sail into the dark and just hope that we're going to survive that. Right, and then again, what are you going to build? It's going to take a long time until we can attach these two cities with one another. Your influence is okay though for the moment. Still, I'm reluctant to build up too many infrastructure units. It would be fun to build one of these units. That's a lot of science quarters down here. Do we really need this garrison? Can we replace it with another science quarter? Would reduce public security by quite a bit though. Some industry down here. This is a maker's quarter at least, isn't it? Yeah. There's some food to be had over here too. And over there. There's just an artisan quarter. Slightly awkward placement of many of these things. That's a market quarter. Adjacent to this. What is that exactly? Counts as a maker quarter. Really awkward placement of a lot of these things. We can place one down there. Probably not the most terrible idea. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Right, and then our ships do sail forth. The Great Barrier Reef discovered. We gained some signs. Ooh, that's lovely. Just look at the artwork on that. What's your bonus? 10 influence on city and a little bit of stability and money. Not bad. Not great. Do we have another ship down here? Let's do sail forth. Get a little bit of the feeling of these islands off our coast. And then you guys up here. What are you doing? Nothing much. Yeah, we do need to get on here. We do need to research ocean-going transport soon. Kratzberg, again, finish your thing. You can contribute to the Taj Mahal. That is, of course, nice. And I think we can actually stop raising this city. So let's stop that. That's going to cost us quite a bit of industry. But you've got most of your things covered here, so I think that's okay. Where are we gonna go with you? Well, next turn we are gonna get chivalry, and then we can place something over there, and that I think would be fantastic. So, what else are we gonna do? Stability is rock solid. More face and stability, and a little bit of science. Another harbour. Don't think industry is required down here. Anything else then? Let's just fill in a little bit of the things that we are getting here. I think some stone walls are going to be nice too. We might want to cover this area here a little bit more. And up here actually. Yeah, I think we decided that this could be a good industrial area too, right? Okay, we are going to lose something over there, but if we were to place that somehow here, would be nice, wouldn't it? That would cost us a lot. Yeah, let's see about the Hamlet. I think we're gonna be happy about that. Right, your stability, rock solid still. Yeah, look at the exploitation of these mountains, lovely. Machu Picchu, really, really nice. We should try to get a little bit more food here because your food is contributing to everyone else. Why don't you have more farmers though? A fort for more vision range is not important. More signs. 2 per signs per researcher. Yeah, okay, it is a good thing. And then the granary, because we do have some people who are actually working these fields. Which I usually disapprove of, but I suppose it's okay. These guys do look fun, but we have better ones in the queue, so I think we're going to use those if we can. Right, let's start to explore. This is deep ocean. Idle armies, yeah, you guys are fine. Just do get down here, please. And then, can you actually get... You need to declare war. Don't want to declare war, but I do want to get into better terrain. That seems like it's a very deep, deep ocean. Yeah, these islands are pretty worthless, though. With that being said, there is a discovery. We haven't had one of these in ages. There was just some discovery up here? Not sure. Right, how are you guys feeling about us now? Individualism progress, 2 per turn. Could spend some money. It's going to be expensive though, so I don't think I want that. I would like to buy your resources. By the way, can I ask your guys, can I hire some of your guys to explore on land for me? I don't think I can. Yeah, that's a bit, that's unfortunate.
As
now,
feudal structures prove practical for both farming and warfare, certain codes and practices arise that ideally ensure a fair and honourable society.
this is huge because it doesn't give us the hamlet, and the hamlet is a fantastic way of exploiting some things that you haven't reached yet, because it can reach areas where you haven't settled, and that is incredibly useful. So let's take Kratzenberg as an example. This area up here seems to be a relatively lush valley, and I really kind of dig the placement of that too, because it's such a plateau and such an outflow of these things. We had eyes on that since we were the Koreans, I think, or the early Chinese? Yeah, Chinese. It was the Jin dynasty, I think, that we had that. So, if we do take a look now at this, you can place it anywhere, and that's so fantastic. That is really, really kind of nice. So, where exactly are we going to place it, though? I think we could try to get some more food down here, like a triangle over here. That would be good. Oh, there's some berry bushes that do give more food to that too. So that seems to be pretty lovely to me. The other alternative is we can place it over here. You can only ever place one per district, of course, or per territory. Down here, we've pretty much exploited that anyway, so yeah, I think over here is going to be best, and then we're going to potentially build a triangle of foodstuffs down here. And we wouldn't even need to go and exploit this here with an industrial zone. We can just place it here. Place it here, and we're going to get the one on the top there. These ones would get all of them. We'd not be getting access to this. We'd not be getting to any access to these things down here. So that's down here. That's +4. Up here, that it seems to be irrelevant. Okay, so let's do place it there. And I kind of like that too. And then we're going to build some farms down here in this little valley. And that's a lovely little idea, isn't it? Right. Let's take a look at the next city here, West Point. I think what they don't gather, though, is signs. So if we were to place them down here, no signs that would be that we could get from that area. That being said, still this area down here with the black soil seems to be pretty lush, so I think for this territory down here, there's no better place than somewhere down here. Maybe up over here. Sort of on the furthest reaches. It's not a bad place. On the other hand, up here in the north, there could also be some good locations. +17, exploiting that area there, or +18 all the way up there. Now this would of course be good industrial zone too. And it's not actually that far from any of these things, but the way that would work is it's kind of weird because there's some food here. So I really do like the idea of placing that here and having that sort of little hamlet that is mostly responsible for cultivating all of these woods there. So that should be nice. Good. Yeah, let's do it. And then the next one, Edgeworth, where are you going to build your stuff? So I think you actually have it a little bit better, because there are some areas that so far have been completely underdeveloped. And yeah, the game is trying to tell us go over here because they are exploiting a lot more area. And that's technically true. But I would like to keep in mind where we can exploit in the future. So... and ideally we would like to get a little bit more food. There are some individual places that do generate food. But overall it's not that many. +10 and 14, yeah, you'd get the river, right? That's one of the prime reasons why you want to place it there. 12. I think we do like food a little bit more, so let's do place one on the road here in the caravan city there. I think that's a good choice. Printing house, we're still going to continue that first. That's okay, but that's for this region here, right? So we can place another one in this area up there. Where do we want to place that then? Little bit more food, little bit more food. We did have a specific district over here, right? Does that count? Does that reduce the... okay, that does not boost the stability. Interesting, so that does not count for a hamlet. I think placing it down here makes some sense. Can we get a good food triangle maybe going? +11. I think down here and placing a food triangle in this location wouldn't be too bad. And then we can either place it there or there. You know what, I think over here is fine. Yeah, that does generate a lot of industry. It does make sense to me to have a little village there and potentially cultivate these lands here in food. I like it. Good. And then lastly, we are going to place one over here in this area too, of course. Down there it does make sense because, again, we want to sort of leapfrog and get to areas where we haven't been yet. So, I suppose this mountain here does make some sense. These are not fantastic placements, but they're okay-ish, I think. Yeah, let's do place it there. I like it. Good. Right, what else? There's another city, Cliff City. You are not producing anything. Oh, really? Are you not? Right, hamlets it is. Now, again, most of this area here is cultivated. This could be plus 16. Very little to be cultivated down here. Lots of food there. But probably the area down here is probably going to yield the most. Yeah, I think like here. Does use up all of this place. So yeah, let's do place it there. That's fine. Good, we do have a farmer's quarter here. And the Barai, which does also count as a farmer's quarter. If we were ever to place one, over here might not be the worst. 23 there though. But we'd be losing some influence there. Okay, yeah, no, you continue doing that and then you can contribute to the Taj Mahal and that should be okay too. Right, Kerma, you are going to be our northernmost city here, and indeed you have the wonders of the world, right? And you've got the Great Blue Hole. What does that actually give us? Influence and money. I like it. Good. Yeah, you should try to build a couple of our special districts because these things are not too bad. Now, I don't see this precise border region here between this area and that one. Okay, it's over there. So, but we can place one here. I did want to build up some industry in this vicinity though. So a nice triangle and then maybe one more of these guys. But we can also just likewise just build it over here. Yeah, we're going to build it there and then we're going to continue building industry up there. Because you've got an enormous amount of science, but that's not all there is, right? So, more science per researchers? We don't have that many. I do like the idea of adjacency bonuses though. Your stability could also be doing a little bit better, so we are going to build a public fountain too. It's not a high priority, but when you can do that, do it. Good. Okay, you're good. Anyone else? Nabta. Yeah, honestly, you're a little bit awkward because I don't see how I can use you much better than we're doing right now. Lots of industry up here, but by the way, I just no. Can place a hamlet here. It's not a fantastic one. It's kind of okay, I suppose, having that in that village in this valley. Okay, let's do it. Right, I think that's okay. And then you. Come on. You do need to find some open waters here. And I think you likewise will soon suffer. Can't make it over there in time, I think. Yeah. It's an advantage that they've gotten from using that zone, but... Oh, is that more coastal water? Base movement costs are much higher. Oh, I didn't know that. Huh. That's a peculiar thing. Right. Anyone else then? No. Everyone is fine. We are about to earn another population, right? Current value 160. So that means we are very soon likely to actually be able to advance to the next era, which is amazingly fast. Question is, do we wait a little bit to either exploit our special districts a little bit more, or do we want to go right at it? So how many special districts can we build? None up here. You've built all of yours. Cliff City, you've built all of yours. Kratzenberg, you probably have a little bit more. No, you don't. West Point, you don't. So that pretty much only leaves us with Kerma. We should be building these districts, get them out of the way, and be ready to do the next thing then, right? So we can build one in this valley here too. Where would we be building it? I think over here is fine. That does allow us to build a nice industrial site here. We're just gonna exploit a couple of things. So yeah, let's plop it down. And then the last one would be in this area here, right? No particular point where that seems to be specifically useful, because there's pretty much no industry at all in these mountains, in this tile here. Very little actually. Couple of woodland things here, but that is about it. What are you? Oh, you're a commons quarter, so that does mean if we're placing that next to you, the stability is not going to be that bad. Okay, let's do it. You're going to be placed there. Deprioritize that. That does mean 3 more turns for all of these things to be finished. That is taking a while, but that is already active, so we can't do much more there. We can actually place more, you know what? That should actually increase our industry, placing more people on science rather than industry. And it does, but it doesn't significantly shave that off. Still, if we were to get all of these things, that would be great. We can think about buying them out and then advance to the next area immediately after that, which is crazy. That's just, it's amazing just how much snowballing we are right now. It's pretty fantastic. So 4 more technologies, how long would that take? So do we want to wait on things like that? That would take a while unless we are going to backfill some of the things that we ignored. Night raids, parade, horsemen are irrelevant. This is okay-ish, but I don't think we need that high furnace yet. These things are things that we do want to do. Planting a forest, I'm not entirely sure what that does, but presumably it plants a forest, but what are going to be the effects of that? I don't know. Saboteur is also interesting, but notice that we have very little insight here in even early modern technology, and we can potentially advance to the industrial area after that, which again is going to give us huge bonuses, so we probably should not be waiting too long. The question is really, how many industrial people are we going to use up over here? We have 8 right now, or up to 8. I would love to absorb this, but the influence cost is crazy. So we might need to consider that Nupta is going to go on its own. For a while here at least. Which potentially should mean that we should take some of these science bonuses and try to utilize that. Okay, but you know what? That being said, I think now is a good place to put in a cut. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Do leave a like, and I hope to see you around next time. Bye-bye.